Hey mathletes, so in this lesson we're going to look at order of operations. So the order of operations is given by the acronym PEMDAS. So parentheses, then exponents, then multiplication, division, then addition, subtraction. So for a pretty simple concept, a lot of people get this wrong. The main trouble people have is that multiplication and division are the same. If you multiply by 1/2, or you divide by 2, it's the same operation. So you don't do multiplication before you do division, you do multiplication or division before you do addition or subtraction, and you gotta go from left to right just like you read a book. The same goes with addition and subtraction. These are the same. If I add x plus -2, that's the same as if I subtract x minus 2. So then, if they're the same operation, you don't add before you subtract, you just add or subtract whichever one comes first from left to right. So let's take a look at some examples. So in the first one, we have 10 multiplied by 4 plus 5 inside the parentheses. Now, they're not always parentheses, sometimes they're brackets, it's just any grouping symbol. So 4 plus 5 is going to be 9. So now we have 10 times 9. Once you do what's inside the grouping symbol, you can get rid of the parentheses. So 10 times 9 is just going to equal 90. So 10 times parentheses 4 plus 5 is 90. So over here we have 3 minus 6 plus 4 divided by 2 times 3. So we want to remember that what we're doing is multiplying or dividing, whichever one comes first, before we add or subtract, whichever one comes first. So as we go through our operations, we have division, then multiplication over here. So 4 divided by 2 is 2. So anytime you do a step, you want to write down what you have left in the right order. So now I have 3 minus 6 plus 2 times 3. So 2 times 3 first is going to be 6. So now we have 3 minus 6 plus 6. So we're not going to add these together first because, again, subtraction and addition are the same thing. So from left to right is how we're going to go. So we'll do 3 minus 6 first. So now we have -3 plus 6, and that's going to give us +3. Now we have a couple more involved examples. We've got exponents and grouping symbols. We have 3 squared minus 4, then that squared, minus 10 divided by 2. So remember the PEMDAS, whatever is in the grouping symbol has to happen first. And since inside we have 3 squared, we're going to do that before we subtract. So the 3 squared is going to be 9. Now we have 9 minus 4, then we're going to square it. So 9 minus 4 is 5. So 5 squared minus 10 divided by 2, we're going to square the 5, which is going to give us 25. Now since we have subtraction and division, we're going to divide first. So 10 divided by 2 is 5. Now we're down to 25 minus 5, so that's just going to be 20. So remember the order of operations are what you're looking at. PEMDAS, multiplication and division are the same, addition and subtraction are the same, but take care of the grouping symbols first. So over here, we have subtraction. The number next to parentheses means multiply. Inside a grouping symbol, we have 7 minus 5. Then outside the parenthesis is an exponent. So we're going to do inside the grouping symbol first. So 7 minus 5 is 2. So now we have subtraction, multiplication, and our exponent. So we're going to do the exponent, 2 squared. So 2 squared is 4. So remember the number next to parentheses, this isn't a grouping symbol anymore, this just means multiply. So 2 times 4 is 8, and we don't need the parentheses anymore. So then 32 minus 8 is just going to give us 24. So So remember, the key to evaluating expressions that don't have any variables is just to keep the order of operations in mind.